The silence in a mansion in Forest Hill, Toronto, isn't peaceful. It's deafening. At 6 o'clock that Tuesday evening, the sound of Adam's key in the lock didn't mean "I'm home, dear." It meant the end. He didn't even take off his wool overcoat. He just said, "Elena, you're 46. The spark is gone. I want a divorce, and I want you out of this house by Friday." In that moment, I didn't just lose a husband. I lost the ground beneath my feet, the roof over my head, and my own identity. They said I was too old to start over. I almost believed them. My name is Elena Vance. For 20 years, I was the backbone of Vance Logistics. I helped Adam build every inch of that company while we raised our children in an affluent Ontario suburb. I was the woman who organized charity galas, who always had fresh coffee ready and the bills paid on time. I had what Canada calls the perfect life. Stability was my last name. But stability was a glass illusion. In the divorce, I discovered that Adam had moved assets into offshore accounts months earlier. I was left with a small reserve and an old car. My friends from the tennis club stopped answering my calls. At 46, I was a discarded ex-wife cast aside by Toronto's elite. I moved into a rented room above a bakery in Hamilton. The smell of day-old bread reminded me of my new reality. I was the leftover. I looked in the mirror and saw wrinkles that felt like scars from a war I had lost. I was alone, broke, and ashamed to walk the cold streets. One night, under freezing rain on James Street, I saw a boy. He couldn't have been more than 10 years old, sitting on a step, trying to fix an old radio with hands trembling from the cold. His name was Leo. My grandma said if I fix it, we can listen to the news. But I think it's dead inside, just like her. Those words hit me like a bullet. I saw myself in that radio. "It's not dead, Leo," I said, sitting on the wet concrete beside him. "It just needs someone who knows where to reconnect the wires." I spent the following weeks helping Leo's grandmother, a Ukrainian woman who barely spoke English, organize her immigration documents. I realized my logistics skills weren't just for freight trucks, they were for human lives. I started a small administrative consulting service for refugees and local entrepreneurs in Hamilton's market. I worked 14 hours a day. My fingers ached, my ego bled, but my heart was beating again. A year later, the Elena from the mansion was gone. In her place stood Elena, owner of Renewal Solutions. I no longer wear expensive jewelry. I wear the respect of a community I helped rebuild. Adam tried to call me last week when his new company ran into trouble. I didn't answer. They say that at 46 you're too old for the job market, too old for love, too old to change. But the truth is, at 46, you finally stop asking for permission to exist. Canada is cold, but the fire you light in your own winter is the only one that never goes out. Never let anyone tell you your time is over. Your time is yours. And mine is just getting started.